Hello, back in action tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV DS with me, BlueAnkylo. So for those of you watching in real time as I release these, my apologies for the long break. I had a pretty nasty cold and my throat was really sore and I didn't like talking very much. So that's why I took a long break. And I've also fiddled with my microphone settings a bit. After many months of frustration, the audio quality should have improved a little bit. Hope you enjoy. So, I haven't really done a whole lot off camera. You may have noticed the bottom map is cleaned up. I just flew the airship around. I got tired of looking at those blocky white blocks. And I did a teeny tiny bit of leveling up. I think we got 2 more levels up for, like, Cecil, basically. Just a little bit. It gave him teleport, which is moderately useful to very useful. And, whatever. It's going to make the next level a little bit easier. The next level is my most hated level, probably in the entire game, if not, well, not series, but definitely in this game. So, we've found Edward. He's in here. We talked to him. He gave us the Whisper Reed, blah, blah, blah. We've been told to go get the Wind Crystal from the Dark Elf in the northeast of here. But you can't land your airship there. I mean, we can go fly over it. For whatever reason, this is an airship-free area. This little island up here. It's not really... yeah, it's an island, sort of. This is the cave where we need to go. And we've been told that it's like magnetic, so you can't use metal weapons or armor in there. And you should take that pretty seriously, because you really, really can't. So we're going to do a small shopping trip first. We should have enough money for what I want to do. And you want to make sure everyone's got alternate gear for this one, basically. So like right now... I guess I can show you the text, too. Right now, Cecil will not be able to equip anything he currently has on. That's metal weapon, metal shield, metal helmet, armor, and gloves. Sid has a mithril hammer, or metal hammer, shield, helmet. His body armor will be okay, and his gloves are too much. I believe Tella... nope, can't wear silver. We'll have to switch that back to ruby. And... again, Yang. Yang is the one that can use his normal weapons and pretty good armor and stuff, so we need to get some new armor and weapons for Cecil and Sid specifically. It won't take too long, but we're going to do a little bit of shopping first. So, last time we were here, you may have noticed the fire shard and thought, wow, those are pretty horrible little sword/daggers. You're going to want at least one of them. I think the Fire Shard is the one that works best in this next dungeon, but you could get whichever one you want. I don't really think it'll make that big of a difference. Also, I kept the wooden hammer that Sid started with. So we've got a weapon for everyone equipped at the moment. Well, not equipped, but we've got a weapon ready for everyone at the moment. Now we can check out some armor. So... I think the only ring you can wear is the ruby ring, and we have more than enough, so we don't need to buy that. Feathered caps are okay. We've got lots spare, apparently, and leather clothing. But there is actually one better armor than that. As you may have noticed, Yang has his Kenpo-gi, however you pronounce it, which is far, far better than leather armor. So we're going to go pick up maybe 1 or 2 more packs of that. And in case you've forgotten, the place you buy that is in Baron. I did a little bit of wandering around off camera, so I knew what I was going to do today. I leveled up by the Iron Town, whatever it is, on the island to the south of here. You know, the one with the birds. I showed it off before, but that's where I did my leveling up, because you just run away from the really hard enemies and you kill the birds. And you get a level up every couple battles, so we can just put it on auto battle here. Of course, Tella is still not strong enough to kill the first enemy in the game with his staff from the back row. It's kind of sad. Anyway, we've got a Phoenix down. That's somewhat valuable, I guess. But let's get on with things, right? We want to go to new content. I probably would be wise to buy up some new items, like some... I don't know how my stockpile is right now of, you know, potions and stuff like that. But I'm not too worried. Alright, here we go. Headband. Oh, there is one more that I forgot about, actually. We have to go back to Mysidia as well. But anyway, we're going to want a Kenpo-gi for at least Cecil and Sid. Maybe Tella as well. They're pretty expensive. If I remember correctly, they increase your physical attack. So just to test it out here, yeah, strength +3, evasion way up, defense almost as good as the knight's armor. It's probably what I should have bought Sid earlier, to be honest, because it's just flat out better than his old stuff. He can get mithril armor, I was just too cheap to buy it. And, I don't know, am I gonna give it to... It would give him more evasion, but it's probably not really worth it for Tella. Alright, so we've got almost everything. One more stop, sorry. I forgot about one more place that we needed something from. Feathered caps aren't very good, and there is one town that sells better caps than that. So we will make a small side trip. Our world tour. If I'd been really proactive, I would have bought all this during our side questing episodes, just so that we were prepared, but I kind of forgot, / wanted to wait till you guys knew why I would be buying them, because the Lodestone Caverns is a load. It's one big load. Alright, quick stop at the armor shop. I think in this game, Cecil can equip bows. In other versions of Final Fantasy IV, he can equip bows, and you just give him the power bow and put him in the back row. But that's not going to work this time, in case you're wondering. Alright, I think... Yeah, for whatever reason, this is very odd, but Tella cannot equip the wizard's hat. You can equip the Gaia's gear at the very least, but I think the wizard's hat is better than the feathered cap, at least for the person who can equip it. So, it may not be as good as... It's actually pretty solid, even compared to the Mithril Helm. -5 defense, but you get a lot of other goodies. And, it's not a whole lot better, but it's a little bit better than a feathered cap, whatever. Sometimes I like to min-max just a little bit, and I had enough money, so I thought it was okay. We will need that money again before too long, but I guess it's a fair ways before we really need a big stockpile of money. Unless you want to try to buy that member card in Troya. What's that, like 100,000 gil or something ridiculous? Don't try to save up for that right now, seriously guys. Wait till later on. Unless you really like grinding, you'll get more money later, and you don't need to go there just yet. So we're going to park over here by the castle for no specific reason. I think in the Super Nintendo version, this is the only place you can land your airship, or maybe even further to the south, actually. For now, we've been told that black chocobos can fly and land in forests, and that there's apparently a black chocobo forest place up here. We can just auto-battle these guys, should be fine. There we go, yeah. These things aren't too scary. Maybe if you're really under-leveled, it won't work so well, but for us here, I mean, you can see. Other than Tella, everyone will one-shot them, I think. Yeah, totally good. Now, this is an adequate place to level grind, but not nearly as good as the difficult monsters that I showed you guys last episode. If you can kill those, it's so much faster. So the strange circle-shaped forest, that's your key to go into the middle. That's the symbol. And as opposed to Final Fantasy, well, many other versions anyway, you don't have to chase them around, which is something you used to have to do, is to try to catch them. They'd run around, run around, run around. Anyway, hello, Black Chocobo, who's suspiciously purple, in my opinion. Anyway, we can fly! Woohoo! Now, it's not as good as an airship. It's slow, and it can't fly over mountains, but it has a cool music, a cool soundtrack, and you can go where we need to go. It won't fly off this time, but the next time we fly it, it will return home. So you kind of get 2 flights on it before it goes home. You can sort of get stranded with it, if I remember correctly, if you land in the wrong spot. I mean, if you land by Mysidia, you have to take the underground passage back to Baron, and from there, I think you can go through Mist, and then from Mist you can go all the way through Dempsey and through the tunnel again, all the way up to your hovercraft. I don't know how you get back here, honestly, if you did that. It'd be a bad idea. Don't do that. I would recommend not losing your Black Chocobo. Maybe you can get a Black Chocobo in Mysidia now. In fact, it's probably the only way to get back, is if somewhere else has another Black Chocobo forest somewhere. Anyway, let's head on in here. Or no, maybe when you get back in the Black Chocobo, it just goes home. You can't fly it twice. Yeah, that's how it works. You'll see later. I forgot how they work, sorry. Sorry for the misinformation. Alright, so yeah, if you want to be able to fight in here, as they're telling you many, many times, you need to unequip stuff. So you can actually see everyone stunned right now. The little electric effect underneath their MP sign there. Oh, I forgot to check everybody's message. Well, Cecil in here says he can't wear his sword. Where's my party alternator button? I can't remember what button switches the person in virtual. Why are none of my buttons changing? Whatever. I've done it before where you switch who's in the lead of the party. For whatever reason, it's not working. Anyway, let's get on with things. Fire Shard. Goodbye, attack power. We have to remove the Mithril Shield. There's no wooden shields available. Wizard's Hat. Kenpogi. And a Ruby Ring. So we just lost, like, most of our statistics. Most of our attack power and defense power is gone. Although, Sid's wooden hammer isn't bad. In other versions of the game, the wooden hammer is two-handed, so he can't wear shields anyway. And Sid can only wear the feathered hat, so that's the best he gets. And Ruby Ring. And Tella has to downgrade his ring as well. It's a pretty mega downgrade. I would not recommend wearing the cursed ring yet. And, yeah. One more ring. Alright, everyone should be unstunned. Alright, that's the key. Let's, I just want to make sure that the map is finished. That's why I went back up here. Alright, good. So we've got some new enemies, some ogres. These are not going to be as difficult as the ogres we ran into in that place, the castle, Eblin Castle. These are like first tier ogres. Those ones are like second or third tier. And I did notice that Cecil's damage was basically useless. Maybe we should just put it in the background. I don't know. Can't even use it as an item. It's not even really worth our time. How much HP? It's almost dead. You know what? We'll do a kick here. And then we'll focus down the next one. We'll probably end up having to use a lot of magic. But I want to save my MP for now. Oh yeah, that's what I should be using. I should be using Tella's rod. He's really good at using his rod these days. To get a free attack. That's how I should do it. I forgot. And Cecil will probably just be on guard. Or defend, that is. There we go. That'll be the way to speed things up a little bit. One more attack per round. Ah, we didn't even need it. Oh, wow. So yeah, this dungeon, like I said before, is one of my least favorite areas. Because, you know, I don't like having to downgrade my equipment just for one dungeon. I mean, it's an okay gimmick, but I don't really like it. It kind of bothers me. Ticks me off, you know? I'm sure there's many other people, many of you guys hate this dungeon as well. I'm positive. This cannot be a fan favorite dungeon. There's no way. Or else you'd see this way more often in future games. Which you don't. No, you can just defend. Oh good, Yang got paralyzed anyway by these things. I suppose we could have Cecil, like, cover Tella or something. I don't know if that's better or not, but... It's not like Cecil actually has a whole lot of defense power right now, either. 63 damage. I don't even know if it's worth it. Let's analyze these guys, because I forgot. Once you've activated cover, it stays on. I maybe forgot to mention that. It's pretty good, actually. Unlike some games where you have to activate cover and just keep activating it if you want to continue covering someone. In this one, it's not so brutal. Yes! So much for the fire shard being useless. Yeah, I'll have to remember to use cover more often, because it is a good skill, especially with our counterattack. Most of the time, that works out really, really well, and I've just been lazy and not doing it. But when Cecil has proper high defense, it works a lot better. Map complete. Got some ether. That's a decent reward. Unicorn Horn is much better. That's the thing that restores status element from the entire party. It's one of the best recovery items in the game. You'll probably want to save it. I need to keep track of how much damage Kick does. If it's much less than his single target damage, or if it's actually more DPS against 3. So that's about 400 damage to everything. Plus it killed one anyway. That's pretty good. Yeah, that fire shard's not that great. You know, in this situation I probably should have kicked again. Because I think... well, Sid missed. I was thinking the kick would have done enough damage to finish that ogre off if Sid had hit. Turns out Sid sucks and missed his attack, so turns out I picked the right one. $16 HP. Ah, Cecil, why couldn't you finish it off? Just need to do a teeny tiny bit more damage. Bacchus Wine, that casts Berserk, I believe. Anyway, we keep getting decent amounts of experience, so you do get levels up here, which is convenient. I think we'll use Cecil's MP for healing, because Tella is more like our emergency, we need a big damage spell right now or else we're going to die kind of person. Why? For whatever reason, I'm not allowed to switch the front character in this dungeon. Pretty sure I just tried every button on my gamepad and it didn't work. Oh, what? Now it changed? Oh, maybe that button... Oh no, I think one of my buttons is dying, folks! Okay, it definitely works, but it wasn't working before. Oh no, that's bad. Alright, so Sid says, didn't expect it to be this strong. Can't even use metal equipment. Telef says, such a strong magnetic field. Let us pray my magic holds out. How do you guys even know it's a magnetic field? You can't feel magnetic fields, really. And you can still use his fist. That's right, Yang. That's why we love Yang. You know, probably one of the reasons I really like Yang is because he is unaffected by this dungeon mostly, for the most part. That is likely one of my big reasons for liking him, actually, now that I think about it. So Sid just got instant killed. Kate Siths are related to... Well, that chain of enemy tend to have the really annoying death attack, the blaster. It's just typical for that kind of enemy. Curls, I believe they tend to be called in the higher ranks. And they're not very nice. No good. I think we'll have Cecil do the resurrection here. I do have a fair number of Phoenix down, so that's good. Should have done it the other way. I think Yang could have killed the ogre in one hit, and then Tella could have killed the Curl in one hit. On the other hand, killing the Kate Sith, sorry, not Curl. Killing that thing quicker means less chance of more one-shot death. Because Sid is in the yellow, even if he gets attacked, Cecil will cover for him. You may not have seen it yet, but whenever someone's critically injured, Cecil just automatically covers. I believe there's an augment eventually that makes him cover, like, always or something. We'll get to that stuff eventually. The main reason I did the leveling up ahead of time, in case you're wondering, is so that Cecil's cure healed more, and he has more MP. That really was, like, my biggest thought. Ether. I'm still going to explore this whole dungeon, even though I hate it. But I will finish off the map, because that's important if you want to finish side quests. Okay, that finishes that area. That's the way... Actually, I don't think that's the way down. I think this is like just a special room. Probably has some monsters in it or something. Oh good, just instantly turned to stone. That's great. Wow, these monsters suck. We've got instant death and instant stone. Do you guys wonder why I hate this area? That's pretty brutal. Alright, Sid, you're back with us. Needle Hogs, huh? I don't think they have very much HP, but, yeah, 300 HP. You know, a kick actually would have been the way to deal with them. I think one kick would kill all Needle Hogs. But we'll keep getting levels up, I believe. Yeah, there you go. Cecil gets a little bit stronger. Not like it's gonna help. +1 strength. Yeah, in this dungeon, I don't think the fire shard's ever gonna do much. Yeah, it's just a treasure room. We love treasure rooms. 2,000 gil pays for some of our armor. And an ether is nice. I can't remember if there's any secret passages in these. I'm willing to explore the entire dungeon and get all the map. I'm not willing to, ooh, a mind flare, that sounds bad. Shouldn't have attacked with Cecil there. Anyway, we want to kill the Kate Sith first, just in case. But a mind flare sounds bad. That's typically a nasty enemy in these games. They often have instant death attacks as well. Alright, Tella, kill that thing. You didn't kill it. Good for... Oh, maybe Yang will kill it. That's good. There you go, Yang. Good work, buddy. Maybe a crit. I was hoping I could do, like, a ton of damage by luck. You know, I was afraid that Sid would not be able to kill that ogre. What a good job, Sid. Now, Yang has to kill everything. Or Yang. I know. I'm mispronouncing that name, too. Well, I mean, I will admit that we're getting good experience rewards for this dungeon. That's the reason I'm not just running away from every battle, is we do actually get pretty good XP income. But it's still a pain. And, you know, I might be tempted to just run away from all these battles anyway, if I wasn't recording. Just to save some time. We can level up pretty quickly at our special area. We don't really need to worry about it. Preemptive strike's okay, though. Let's see if that does kill the needle hogs the way I expected. This could be a really quick battle if this works properly. Oh yeah, there you go. That's how you deal with that group. That's my new favorite group down here. Tella gets even worse. He's been playing with his rod too much. His stamina keeps getting worse. Poor old man. Oh, I forgot to finish the map. Come on. Fill in that little corner. There it is. That was a hard corner to get into. Had to walk, like, into the wall here, weirdly. At least I managed to notice it before I left. Alright, B3. This might be the final floor. I can't remember for sure, but we are getting through it. Yeah, this is probably the last floor. If they're going to give us a tent area. Might as well use a tent and save. Assuming I have one. I've got a few. Now, at some point around this point in the game, or at least in the near future, you will notice that tents do not restore full HP and MP the way they do in some games. It's only, I think, 1000 HP and 100 MP to the party. I should save it as well. So, if you drained all of Cecil's MP, that one tent would not have been enough, I believe. Could be wrong, but I think it's something like that. Let's get out of here and deal with this dark elf. Nobody likes dark elves anyway. Stealing crystals and messing up our plans. Alright, flay those mines. Or, I mean, don't flay those mines. I've been playing too much XCOM. You get to fray mines, enemies' mines. These guys flay them. Teeny weensy bit of experience. You also get pretty lousy gil rewards. That's why I said don't worry about saving up your money. 60 gil per battle when you need like thousands per item. It's pretty weak. You get most of your money through treasure. Selling items and finding treasure with 2,000 or 3,000. Oh good. 2 people die? That'd be just my luck. No, we're good for that one. No, what am I doing? Attack. Attack! Put your rod to good use! Your fire rod! Oh, didn't even need it. I mean, the reason this is going relatively smoothly is we have leveled up a fair bit. I think I'm a little bit ahead of the level curve right now. So, Yang and Sid are able to kill stuff in one hit. A fair bit. Fairly often, anyway. So you've seen bronze and silver hourglasses at work before. They're pretty awesome, hey? Good thing to use if you ever get stuck in a really difficult battle and you won't need to stop all the enemies, assuming they are susceptible to stop. But it does work out quite well, here and there. Oh good, some bats. suppose I ought to analyze them. Hopefully we can just kick them all to death. So they're casting sap on us. You've seen that before. It just slowly drains your HP. Yeah, they don't have a lot of HP themselves, I betcha. They are only bats. Yeah, 300. Weak against ice, apparently. Oh, but they absorb lightning. Do I have lightning claws equipped? Yang might not be able to kill them all. Yeah. Oops. Whoopsie daisies. I equipped the wrong claw. I should have had fire and ice, I think. Still, those guys aren't too bad. Bats are annoying because they always go first. Like, it's very difficult to kill them before they get an attack. And they don't give you very much XP, but... Let's equip the correct claw, then. Seeing as you never know if we're going to fight bats again. Oh, I didn't even have flame claws. I meant to have flame claws. Oops. I meant to have fire plus something else, and, Silent bells. Silent night. Alright, are we done? Not quite. The treasure. Fairy claws. Oh, right. We're starting to get actual statistically better claws. Instead of just having elemental claws, now we can have +2 stamina and confusion, which is pretty good, actually. Good, good, good. So I finally equipped a new claw, and it's just too late anyway. It's time for the fairy claws. Looks like we still have one more level at least. Hopefully this is the last one. Making good time. Have to imagine up is the way to finish this. Looks kind of like that's the end of the dungeon. Oh good, there's a some sort of vampirus. Oh, I should analyze. It's a succubus. Oh, sorry, not quite a vampirus. And she's definitely weak against fire, so... That killed her good before we could analyze. Kick attack. Very solid. Just don't have lightning equipped. Don't think this is down. This has got to be another treasure room. Or another save room. That's fine. We've actually been doing pretty well. As much as I've complained... Oops. As much as I've been complaining about how much I hate this dungeon, I think I was prepared enough that it was alright. You know, I should have healed up a little bit. Tello's taken some damage. But, I mean, yeah, it's really going fairly smooth. It's just... I prefer having our full complement of equipment, really. That's just the way I like things. What's the point of getting all that cool mithril armor and weapons and sleep sword and stuff if you can't even use them in this dungeon? Hold on. Let's analyze first. And then kill. It'll add it to the bestiary for later. There you go. 621 HP, weak to fire and ice, I believe. And it does drain HP, that's annoying. Kick him good, Yang. Actually, yeah, you still kill it in one hit. I thought that was not going to be enough, but that was indeed enough. Hooray for Sid, you've made it to level 30. Everyone's level 30 now, I think. Good for everybody. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the final room. Let's go get this little treasure chest over here. Emergency exit. Yeah, you know, it's handy. It's nice when a dungeon gives you one of those at the end of the dungeon so you can leave if you want. Alright, cavern complete. Dry ether. That's good too. Let's heal up, just in case there's a boss. You never know, right? Maybe you're expecting the end of the dungeon would have a boss. Ah, a crystal room. He must have built this quickly. We're very persevery. We persevere. It's a difficult word to use in a sentence. Sorry, it's the earth crystal. I was calling it the wind crystal before. I mixed them up. Well, Yang's pretty tough, and Sid's hammer is almost as... His wooden hammer is almost as strong as a mithril hammer, seriously. Yang. Alright, so Yang and Tella are going to deal with him on their own. Nah, forget the whole group. That'd be silly. Hello, Dark Elf. Why are you sticking your tongue out at us, you goofball? Alright, we're gonna cover, Tella. We could probably focus here, but... Oh, I wonder if he has a counterattack. No, that did no damage at all. That's not good. We couldn't analyze him. What? What are you talking about? Let's try a Flame Rod here. He doesn't seem to be attacking us. Well, the Flame Rod did a little bit of damage. So Focus, if I remember correctly, you can use up to 3 times to continuously double your attacks. Like that. Alright, behold his power. Fira. We already have Firaga. What is this going to do? Whoop-de-woo, right? Or it could do 4,000 damage and kill everybody. Well, that sucks. I guess I didn't level up enough. Yeah, if only I had my sword, Fira would not have done 4,000... What are you talking about, Cecil? This guy's way too strong. How do you know? His bardly sense is tingling? Oh, if only he could walk across the room! Trying to walk is so hard. You're in no condition to walk across the room. He tries again. You could have asked them to bring you your harp, really. Why didn't you just ask the helpers to bring you the harp? You could have stayed in your bed. They have it to you by now. Instead, he stumbles across the room. I don't think Edward's that smart. Alright, he's, playing some music. Wait a second, it came through the Whisperweed? How does that work? Cell phones in medieval times? Oh, apparently the Dark Elf doesn't like music. It's okay, buddy. It's just Edward. He'll stop soon enough. He's probably almost dead. Good for you. Recognizing who's doing stuff. What is this torturous noise? I feel you, Dark Elf. I feel you. Strike now. Alright. So how he knows this is a mystery, but apparently, while the music's playing, he cannot maintain the magnetic field. Okay. Now, we've been carrying all this stuff in our backpack, so I don't know why it's different that now we can equip it. How did we carry it through the dungeon in our backpack, but not be able to do it now? I think we're going to go with the Sleep Blade. That Wizard's Hat is pretty good, isn't it? Oh well, we'll go with just pure physical defense. Kenpogi is pretty good too. But the Mithril Gloves, well, you know, it's just trading defense for absorption. Or defense for evasion. Anyway, we'll give everyone their proper equipment. You can keep the Kenpogi. And the silver ring is, or the silver armlet is much better than the ruby. For whatever reason, silver is better than rubies in this game. And, yeah, we'll do that for Yang. Alright, everyone's re-equipped. Make sure you do that before you talk to this guy, or else it'll be harder than necessary. I will kill you all! I don't think so, buddy. Now we've got weapons. Proper weapons. And there's no boss music this time. It's just Edward's harp. Alright, let's do it. Kill him. Can we analyze him now, maybe? Fira did, you know, a couple hundred damage, so it's probably Edward's harp that's reducing his magic attack so much. It's just confusing him. It's not like our armor protects us or our sword protects us. It's the fact that we've got, like, annoying music playing that's messing this guy up. It seems like we can do some pretty good damage now. Still don't know how much HP he has, but he is weak to fire and ice. Or maybe that's fire and light. Maybe I should have used the Mythgraven sword rather than that. Maybe maybe should be doing some healing here. Let's try out Cura with Cecil. It's been a long time since I've tried that. I'm saving Tella's MP for a secret reason. It's a secret. Yeah, that's not bad for heals. It's not the best. Oh yeah, there's a trick you can do. Let's use one of our bomb fragments on Sid here. Maybe we'll keep using Cura with Cecil for now. He is doing a fair bit of damage with his, we'll do a double Cura here. He is doing quite a lot of damage with his magic attacks, even though we're not getting one shot. We'll see how Sid does now. That's kind of annoying too. I'm not going to be able to use Antidote on everybody. It'd take too long. Let's try to get Yang back up. Alright. Focus. That's 3 focuses. There we go. Sid's doing a little bit more damage now. Maybe I should have just done a mass heal there. Hex? What the heck is that? You just turned him into a pig? Well, that's pretty annoying. Oops, sorry. Selection issues. Well, we'll keep healing everybody. This guy seems to be pretty tough. You know, okay, I was thinking if I lost my focus because he got turned into a pig, I would have been pretty mad about Yang there. I think he lost his turn, but I don't think he lost his focus at least. Good work. Alright, let's see how much we can do with triple focus. Yeah, 4,000. It's not bad. Oh, what? He's got another form? This is not my final form! There we go. One's healed up. We'll do some analysis. Turned into a dark dragon. So he's not just a stinking elf, he's a stinking dragon elf. Fire and light / ice, I never remember. It's not bad. I wonder if I can switch back to holy element, if that'll actually help or not. Oh, and Tella's dead. When did that happen? Well, I want to see if this does more damage for interest's sake. Well, that's bad. Alright, we really need Tella to be alive here. Alright, so I don't know if it's going to do much more damage, but yeah, the Mythgraven Blade actually gets the status effect bonus. Oh, that's a pretty good hit. Alright, good job, Cecil, keeping everybody alive. Plus using your counterattack, that's good too. You know what will probably finish this up really quick is a Firiga. It'll take a while to cast, but if we can get it done, that'll probably toast this guy. Unless everyone dies here. Actually, Tella's probably gonna die here. Oh, good, everyone's dead. Sheesh! Alright, this is looking bad, actually. That Dark Breath is nothing to mess with. Wowzers. I wonder if it's like a counterattack that's getting me or something. Alright, Cecil, you need to get everybody alive so that Tella can... Alright, well that'll do. Killed him with the... So we almost did enough DPS to just work him down, but that's a tough battle. You really got to be quick there. I think if Tella hadn't died right off the bat and I'd been able to use a Firiga earlier, it would have been easy. We would have won, no problem, but that was close. And unfortunately, Sid and Yang did not get any experience, but we got lots of money and... You know, Cecil got to level up. Cecil's the one that counts, right? Look at all those stats. Everything's green. And Tella's at least a little bit smarter. Sorry for the wasted XP. Actually, I think the way it works is it's sort of shared, so Cecil and Tella got twice as much XP as usual. How did that cursed sound reach you? Well, it's magic. Wizard did it. You don't get eternal life just because you have a crystal, buddy. Nice try. Now you're dead. That'll teach you. Yeah, thanks, Edward, for playing your racketous music. Alright, let's go pick us up a crystal. Huzzah! And let's get out of here. I guess maybe we should make sure everyone's alive, seeing as looks like we're hurting a little bit here. I wasn't quite as on top of the healing as I should have been. That was a little bit closer. That was a little bit too close for comfort, I would say. But that's what we get for not having a dedicated white mage. We need to get Rosa back, so this is much easier to deal with. Alright, we'll leave that room. I think you have to leave that room. And then we can use teleport to escape. Yeah, we can save Rosa now. What else do we have to say? You can get Rosa back. Good. Overexerting himself yet again. Yeah, Edward, he does that a lot. And how did Edward know of the Dark Elf's weakness? Is he an elf himself? Maybe that's the answer. Alright, let's get out of here. Cecil. I suppose Tella has the spell as well, but, you know, whatever. Instant escape. Now let's test out our Chocobo, see what it does. Alright, yeah, I don't get any control. It just automatically takes you back. So you probably couldn't get stuck without your Chocobo because it always brings you right back here. I forgot how it worked. So you're safe. Now we could actually use a white Chocobo here to heal our MP for free. You don't have to pay to go to an inn as long as you can find a white Chocobo. Delicious white Chocobo. There's probably some Gashal greens hidden around these places if you feel like looking around. It's the kind of place that you can find them pretty regularly. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, we found a little secret passage that didn't really do much. Oh well, let's get out of here. There's possibly stuff hidden in the grass, but I don't know. I suppose, though, we should probably wrap up the episode before we get into our airship. Yeah. I was expecting to maybe have to do one battle on the way over, but no, we're good. Alright, so that'll do for this episode. We managed to get the Earth Crystal. I suppose we should actually take it back to Troya first. They did ask that we bring it back to them before we borrow it. So, come on, game. Oh, come on, game. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.